Hello, welcome to You Oldham Retro. My name is Vincent. Welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about the Galaxy Note 8 and whether it's worth upgrading if you have this to the Galaxy Note 9. Now, I'll tell you right now, this is an absolute workhorse. It obviously takes notes, it takes fantastic images. I mean, I went to Hong Kong and Korea with this in my pocket, and it was literally getting pulled out probably every 30 seconds. Literally going like double tap, getting that camera up, boom, next one. And literally, I hardly ever missed a shot because it's so quick. It was getting pulled out and used almost as much as my actual physical camera. Um, that's how good it was because it's so quick and so easy, and because I have the moment lenses I can attach on, I was getting some really nice wide shots, so a bit of extra zoom. Um, so it was a great phone. Battery life, it's not the best. I'm not gonna say it's the best, but for me, because I generally try and keep things as minimal as possible. Um, so obviously on a day-to-day schedule, it would generally be I would generally get quite a lot of battery life because most of the time your starting day is it comes straight off a charger, and then throughout my working day, I might look at it every so often, look at lunch, listen to some music on the way home or during the day. By the time I get home, it still had plenty of charge. It varied depending on how much I was using during the day, obviously. Uh, but its connectivity has been great. I mean, I was using Bluetooth wireless headphones, normal headphones. Sound quality has been fantastic. Never really had much of an issue. Obviously, my version's a little bit weird because it's the Korean version, so I've had to get this routed to amend some of the settings. I didn't actually have to do that, but that's what I wanted to do in the end. But all in all, it's been really good, and it's still going really strong. Especially with the memory that I have, the 256 model. I've taken thousands of photos and plenty of videos. I've filmed and stuff on this thing. And I've basically with at the 128 gig memory card I've got inside and the 256, I still have most of the 256, about half, more than half of 256 left. I have quite a bit of room on the memory stick as well, memory card as well. So that's really been a bonus to have all that extra room and know that I can carry on using it. Uh, Not have to worry about some things in the cloud. I want it right here, right now. It's right here. Now, obviously, a couple of niggles on the thing are the fact that hardware-wise, it's not been it's been slightly clunky on one or two things. Where some apps probably weren't compatible. Not sure why. If you buy a case, I mean, this is probably going to apply to the Note 9 as well, to be fair, given they use the weird curves. You have to buy those odd screen protectors, as you can see right here with the dots. If you get a case which doesn't quite fit, the screen protector might not work. So my previous screen protector came off because of that. I had to buy a slightly smaller screen protector, so I found a perfect size one at the moment, which is great. I'm forever cleaning this thing, obviously it collects dust like nobody's business, even with the coatings or whatever you have on there. Uh, all in all, this has been amazing phone. I have no worries or issues with the fingerprint scanner because yes, it could be slightly better positioned, but end of the day, it's like boom, it's straight there. Now, with the Galaxy Note 9, you are getting by default the better memory. So it does, I believe, start off at 128, which is amazing. So that's double the standard 64, which was on this original phone. Mine's 2006 model, obviously, it's my special edition. Um, and you can buy a 512 gigabyte one, which is absolutely nuts. It's double the size of this. Now, obviously, I'm jealous, but given the half-life of phones, you'd end up using this for 2 to 3 years, and I can't see myself really filling up this memory very easily unless I constantly take thousands of photos every single day. Even then, I'd clear some out and move it around. I'll delete some, so it's not like I'm really need the space at the moment. The other thing is the battery. On the Note 9 is 4,000 milliamps versus obviously 3,300 on this one. They've apparently like shrunk some of the chips stuff inside, so while a lot of the stuff is fairly similar, the chipboard, the motherboard basically houses the components a bit smaller, so you can make a bigger battery inside, which is really nice. But I've had pretty decent battery life on this, so I have no issues with it. I did have 1 or 2 hiccups, but I think they were Android or software-based issues, where Google Play Services was trying to sync something, it wasn't working properly, so it was sapping up loads of juice at one point. But I think it's been fixed with a couple of patches. And obviously you get a nice little S Pen thing here, which with the little clicky thing would be amazing to take photos with. Now, I really like that functionality, and I'm a bit ashamed I didn't think of this earlier, because obviously you can put this down, set up the camera, and then literally walk into the shot, use this, take pictures with your friends, or get that skateboarding shot, or some fast on the go or on the fly sort of images, which is great. But outside of those 3 things, and obviously the internal specs being updated a bit more, there's actually no real difference. It might be a tiny hair thicker because of the slightly thicker the battery that's inside, and obviously it has a slightly different camera that's just been updated. So it's got that dual aperture. The main snapper is a dual aperture one, so it's got that f1.5 or 2.4, which is really nice. Obviously, we get even better photos at low light, because this is f1.7, which is pretty decent anyway. Like I said, I wasn't really missing many shots with this thing. And obviously the fingerprint sensor has been repositioned, so it's a bit lower down here, but again, not the biggest thing if you got used to it. I mean, my hands aren't the biggest, but I've got used to holding the whole thing like this, tapping it, and then unlocking it straight away. And that's pretty much it, really. There isn't a huge bonus going up, shall we say, if you already got Note 8, unless you're desperate for more memory. So if you've got a 64 gig one, I did do loads of photos, and you didn't really want to put things on the memory card, then yeah, that's fair enough. But on the Note 8, I believe you can already put on, I think it was a 256 gig memory card anyway. I think it might have already been 512 already enabled, I'm not entirely sure, but that's more than enough storage for most people's, and you might even be watching a film or two on here, but there's only so much media you can consume because your eyes can't actually physically see 3 or beyond the 3K anyway. I mean, this, I've actually set it to the 1080p, 1080 resolution, which is slightly low, and I'm not really seeing any issues really. When you obviously watch media, it might be slightly higher res, but that doesn't really key into well with your eyes anyway, because it's such a small screen. Unless you're really sticking it really close, you're not going to see every individual pixel. So it's not really going to make too much of a difference with a higher res screen. So the screen's slightly bigger on a Note 9 versus Note 8. But it's only in like a microscopic amount. I mean, the Note 9 is probably a refinement of what the Note 8 was. Note 8 was the redemption. Obviously, we had the fire issues with Note 7, and that's when a lot of things were sort of refined in, did a lot more checks, more refinement, and then that's when we got the Note 8, which was still and is still great, one of the greatest phones I've ever used. The Note 9 is, shall we say, and updates. It's like the TikTok. It's not super massively updated. I mean, you get the better processor, which is the 845 versus 835. I mean, yes, there's always incremental increases on the stage before, and it says a certain amount of percentage points better in terms of benchmark scores and that kind of thing. But in day-to-day use, you don't notice a thing. I mean, it was me. Unless you really needed those massive battery or that kind of thing, the Note 8 is still a worthwhile steal. I mean, if I've got a quick look now on the website, let's have a look at the Note 2 website now. I mean, they're all previewing, telling you to get the Note 9 now, but look at this. It's a minimum of £72 a month. That's going to be a 2-year contract. I mean, that's well over £1,500, easy. I didn't even sell the 5. Oh, they have selling 5 trunk model. So you take £80 a month. That's absolutely insane. That's nearly £2,000. It's about 1,000. What's that? Let's look. 10, 1,600. Wow, close to £1,800 there, I think. Isn't that right? I'm right? Yeah, it's over that, in fact. Which is absolutely nuts. I mean, for a contract, that would cost you a lot of money. That's running at what? In American dollars, that's over $100 a month. No one can afford that, even if it's got however much data. I mean, this will be a 20 gig data or something like that, which is absolutely nuts. So if I was looking for, let's have a look at Note 8. The space is official without the space. Oh, they do have the Note 8, so I get a standard Note 8. They still want, in fact, that's a rip-off. 70, that's nearly £70 a month. You can just get the Note 9. It's might as well just get the Note 9. Because that's just a waste of money. That's only £3 more. It's absolutely ludicrous that they're still charging that much. I mean, it might be because this phone's not actually out yet, so you still have to get the old phone if you want the phone now. But once this actually comes out, which will be, is that next? Yeah, it's next week, in fact. Once that actually comes out, Note 8 will definitely get a price drop. I mean, I believe it already has one in some sites. Obviously, this is a contract store phone too, so it's not going to be the best thing to be looking at, really. But yeah, if you've got a Note 8, it's probably not worth updating to the Note 9. That's my opinion. Obviously, if you have the money and you can upgrade as much as you want, then go for it. Obviously, you get all that incremental benefits, but incrementally, it's not worth the extra money that you have to pay. I mean, you can probably trade this in and get it for a decent price, but you're paying an extra £400 on top. For me, it's not worth it. I'm going to wait for the Note 10, which will be another year, by which time I'm going to have another year's worth of use out of this and really probably beating it to the ground the amount I use it. But hey, who knows? To be fair, if I get to next year and the next increase still isn't worth it, and this phone is still going strong, I might still be using it. To be fair, my S6, which I'm actually using to record this video, if I hadn't upgraded to this, I probably would still be using it. The only thing that was really bad about it was that the S6, the battery life was awful, shall I say. Ran out of battery far too quickly. Ended up having to get a battery case for it. And then it started to slightly lag a little bit on certain things. It wasn't too bad. I think if The S6 had a memory card, and it still had that 128 gig model, which I had, or still have, sorry. This probably won't even be on the cards too much, or I might not even have gotten this at the time. I might have waited another year before I waited. I might have gone to the S9, or even I would have got the Note 9 by now. But yeah, what the opinion is, if you have Note 8 already, probably not worth upgrading to Note 9 so quickly, unless obviously you've got tons of money and obviously you can upgrade as much as you want. If you don't have a Note and you want a feature phone which has everything, like a biggest screen possible, no bezel, apart from a little strip at the top and bottom. You have no, not the bezel, it's the notch, the horrible notch that everyone keeps using, which is really awkward. You get a massive screen, you get a massive battery, you get incredible cameras, and yeah, wireless charging, all that kind of stuff. Literally almost every feature is on the Note 9 that one could want. I mean, I think Marcus Brownlee said that the Note 8 ticks all the boxes apart from the battery, and with the Note 9, I reckon he's going to be. From his preliminary review or hands-on that he did seem pretty keyed in the fact that it's got everything that one could want. I reckon it's going to tick the box for battery as well. Obviously, that depends on the testing. So yeah, that's the Note 8, and whether or not I should come to the Note 9. So thanks for watching. Please enjoy. Hope you do see you in the video. Thank you.